today on the show, we're going to be getting real on this topic, childhood marriage.
Nilioleka kwa sababu mamangu hakuwa na uwezo. So sasa yeye hakuwa anaweza kusomesha watu wawili.
When the girl child come to home, mama anamwambia, "Hebu enda tupikie chai." So unaona like msichana mwenyewe yeye mwenyewe anafikiria like at the end of the day I will get married.
So hata masomo haina maana.
Hata masomo kwake haina maana.
Are we still in those ages where the culture was now dictating for us whatever we have to do?
What we need to do more is to see many people prosecuted out there who have married off these children, and this I believe will deter those who have the intentions to marry off these children.
Hello, I am Tamima and welcome to the Real Talk Around a Table. Now, recently in our country, there was a big conversation around whether or not Kenya should lower the age of consent from 18 to a much lower one of 16 years. Now, thankfully, that did not pass. But the reality is, in this country of ours today, so many children do not get to choose. And as a result, they find themselves trapped in childhood marriages that sometimes could have very devastating effects to their futures. Well, today on the show, we're going to be getting real on this topic, childhood marriage. My guests will be sharing with us what their experiences have been as we aim to raise awareness on this issue. As always, you can join the conversation via the hashtag Real Talk with Tamima. Let me know what your views, questions, and comments are on today's topic. Now, my first guest is Halima Ali, who is 18 years old, and Halima already was almost married off at 17, so she's here in studio to share her story with us. Halima, karibu kwenye round table. So, pengine tueleze, you're 18 years right now,
Yes.
and I understand that for you, it was last year,
Yes.
you almost got married.
Yes.
So, kuliendaje?
Nilioleka kwa sababu mamangu hakuwa na uwezo. So sasa yeye hakuwa anaweza kusomesha watu wawili na tulimaliza pamoja class 8. Sasa akaona wacha ule mmoja asome na mimi nikae juu, hakuwa na uwezo.
So ule mmoja akiwa saa mdogo wako?
Yes.
So sasa hizo ulikuwa na you're 17, mdogo wako ana umri gani?
No, yeye ndo ni mkubwa.
Yeye ndo mkubwa wako?
Yes.
So ana miaka ngapi yeye?
19.
Na yeye ameolewa?
No.
Hajaolewa?
Yes.
So ikawa aje basi wewe ndo akakuchagua sasa uolewe?
Hakuchagua, ni mimi nilijitakia.
Wewe ulijitakia?
Yes.
So why did you want to get married?
Because I'm not in school.
Because you're not in school?
Yes.
So did you identify a husband?
Yes.
For yourself?
Yes.
Tell me about your potential husband. Mtu ambaye ulikuwa umeona umesema sasa mimi nataka kuwa bibi yake. Mlipatana wapi na yeye? Ni mtu ulikuwa unamtambua?
Yes. Ni mtu nilikuwa namjua mbeleni. Sasa ndo nikaona wacha ni kuliko kukaa nyumbani, wacha nioleke.
Basi ikaje ikaendaje ile siku ya harusi? Harusi haikufanyika.
Ile wakati harusi ilipangwa, kila kitu ilikuwa sawa, ni harusi sasa ilikuwa hiyo siku ya harusi yenyewe. Sasa mimi sikuwa najua kile ilikuwa inaendelea.
Yaani huko unajua kiaje? Ile harusi sasa kuja kukatizwa ama lakini wewe mwenyewe ulikuwa umekubali unataka kuolewa sasa?
Sikulazimishwa.
Na mama yako pia sasa venye unamwambia mama nataka kuolewa alikubali?
Hakuwa ameagree, lakini sasa alishindwa tu kitu ya kufanya juu mimi ndo nilisema. Sasa yakaona tu ni sawa, acha kubali.
Na hakuna mtu ambaye alikwambia pengine ngoja we ni mdogo?
Hapana.
So ikawa sasa unaoleka?
Yes.
Siku ya harusi ikafika?
Mimi sikuwa najua kile ilikuwa inaendelea. Mimi nilikuwa najua tu harusi itakuwa tu sawa. Baadaye tukukaa hivi kitu kama saa 8 nilisikia tu harusi, polisi wananihitaji. Nikifika hivi napata nimeshikwa. Sasa sikuwa najua ni nini imeendelea.
Sasa ile siku ya nikaa ndio sasa polisi wakaja pale wakakutafuta wewe?
Walikuja kwanza wakashika wenye walikuwa wamefika wa kwanza, mama na baba.
Wazazi wako ama wazazi sasa wa bwana?
Wazazi wangu.
Wazazi wako wakashikwa na polisi?
Sasa ndo wakasema ako wapi msichana
Halima sasa.
Wakasema hata mimi niletwe hapo. Mimi kufika sasa sikuwa najua nini inaendelea. Nikaambiwa ingia kwa gari, nikienda nimefika hivi nikaingizwa kwa cell for 2 days.
Sasa ile siku ambayo ilikuwa siku yako ya harusi, ukajipata sasa tena wewe si bibi harusi tena, sasa umekuwa mfungwa.
Nika 2 days kwa cell. Ndio sasa nikaambiwa ati miaka yako ni ndogo, tukaenda wakanipeleka ile mali ya kupima age. Mama Lucy. Wakasema ati age ni 16.
Na sasa ulikuwa na 17.
Wakasema ati age ni 16. Mara kwanza walisema 12. Wakasema acha tuende tuangalie tumpime vizuri. Wakasema ati ni 16.
Na hiyo kupimwa age, unapimwa age vipi?
Ni mali tu unalazwa, mali unawekwa light.
Yaani unapimwa sasa biometric yako. So ukapatikana uko 16 years lakini angali ulikuwa 17 years.
Yes, wakasema ati ni 16 years.
Nini kafanyika baada hapo?
Ndio wakanitoa kwa ile cell wakanipeleka mali ingine inaitwa Shofko hapa Kibera. Wakasema ati nikae hapo, nikakaa almost for 21 days.
Kule Shofko. Na hiyo wakati wazazi wako bado walikuwa wameshikwa ama walikuwa wameachiliwa?
Wao waliachiliwa hiyo siku ya harusi usiku, mimi nikakaa siku 2 ndani.
Na yule sasa bwana ambaye ulikuwa unafaa kuolewa kwake alikuwa wapi?
Wao walikuwa wameenda nyumbani.
So ile siku sasa venye harusi ikakatizwa wao wakaenda kabisa, wakapotea.
Wao walienda kwao. Sasa wao wakushikwa.
Nyinyi ndio mnishikwa sasa kwa familia yenu.
Sasa wao wakasema maskari wakasema wanatafuta kijana pia.
Na yule kijana alikuwa umri wa age gani? Rika moja na wewe ama mzima kukushinda?
Ni 29 years.
Ako 29 na ulikuwa na 17. So ulikuwa unaolewa kama bibi wa kwanza, wa pili, wa tatu?
Wa kwanza.
So yenye ilikuwa ni mapenzi. So sasa hivi venye harusi imekatizwa ukajipata pale Shofko, nini ilikuwa inaendelea?
Nililetwa tu, mimi hata sikuwa najua ni mali, hata sikuwa najua, niliingizwa tu ndani na wakarudi. So ukakaa pale Shofko 21 days alafu ukatoka? Ndio sasa ile wakati Ramadhani ilianza ndo wakanitoa.
Alafu karudi nyumbani?
So, wakanipitisha hapo kwa ile post nilifungiwa. Ndo wakaniambia niende nyumbani.
Na ukienda nyumbani ukaambiwa usiolewe? Uliambiwa usiende ukaolewe tena, si ndio?
Na watu.
Sasa jua wao walikuwa wanaona sawa wamekurescue kutoka marriage. So vinyo ukaachiliwa ukaambiwa ukirudi tena kwenyu usiende tena kukubali kuoleka. Na wewe uliamini hiyo ama uliona hapana ikufai bado unataka kuolewa?
Sikuamini.
So, lakini saa hii nikikuuliza bado unataka kuolewa ama unataka tu ukakae kidogo alafu utaolewa baadaye?
Saa hii nataka kuolewa.
Unataka kuolewa? Mbona unataka kuolewa? Mbona unataka kuolewa?
Ni vile nataka.
Ni vile unataka? So pengine hivi ukiangalia wale watu ambao walikataza nika yako ile siku, ulifurahi ama unaona hapana wangeacha tu uolewe?
Sikufurahi.
Au kufurahi? Unaona afadhali ungekuwa umeolewa? Na sasa hivi unasema unataka kuolewa, bado yule bwana yule ama bwana mwingine? Yule bado niko pamoja, mna date? Yeye ni boyfriend? Haya, okay. Joining us right now in studio is Fatma Malim, who is a human rights activist and advocate. So Fatma, asante kwa kuja kwenye round table. Now what I found interesting about Halima, and I say Halima is like my small sister, I found it interesting that she yearns for marriage. So right now she's 18, so by law Halima anaweza oleka, anaweza funganika, haina neno. But what I still find interesting is the fact that she yearns for it. And I understand, you know, Islam itself says, you know, msichana kama yeye ambaye anataka kuolewa anapewa ruhusa. But at the same time, on one hand, we have activists like yourself who are working on the ground and telling the young girl, because, you know, for her, it's fortunate that it's her choice. But you do know the reality is that there are a lot of other young girls ambayo hawana, they don't have a choice. Ni mtu tu unaambiwa, unajua nini, mama aanze kupeleka shuleni, hakuna mtu wa kulea ama kukulisha. Sasa ni acha tukupatiane kwa mtu wa kuoe.
Ni kweli kwanza, first and foremost, mostly girls what you find, there are two types of girls. Those who have been forced in early marriage and those who have already decided to get married, like Halima. In our work of fighting for the girl child in the community and the slums area, what we find mostly are the parents. And I always say the parents, especially where I came from, our parents, they set up for a dream for us. You grow up in an environment of a dream where your dream is to get married.
So ukiwa pale as a young girl, you aspire to be a wife. A wife. That is your aspiration.
Yes. I can give you an example where if you are two girls, there are two sisters and one boy in the family will focus on the boy child, giving them the right to go to school, the right to go to madarasa, the right to go and do other things. And when the girl child come to home, mama anamwambia, hebu enda utupikie chai, enda fanya hivi. Na mtoto amevaa uniform na amekuja na boy child pamoja. So unaona like msichana mwenyewe, yeye mwenyewe anafikiria like at the end of the day, I will get married.
So hata masomo haina maana.
Hata masomo kwake haina maana. Hiyo inaletana sana ni wazazi. Our parents, they force us like you are a woman, you will end up in jikoni. Wanakwambia wewe hata ukisoma aje PhD, you will end up in jikoni.
So masomo ya muhimu ni ile ya jikoni.
Ya jikoni. Lazima ujue vile how you will take care of your family and how you know how to take care as a mother. So you will find like maybe your cousin get married, a man from abroad. In my community sana we fight to get men from US and UK.
Kwa sababu wana pesa,
wana pesa, yeah. Yes. Mama yako anasema like your cousin ameleta bwana na wewe bado unaenda shule. So you will only think of how to get a husband. And then when you open the books, you will just find where is the husband here. Unatafuta mwanaume kwa hiyo kitabu. So you will find out the young girls who are trying to get a husband, and there's other girls who want to achieve their dream, and the parent, they force them to get married.
Let me ask Halima, and pengine, just be honest with us, huh? Mbona uko na hiyo ni ya kuolewa? Like, what is it that makes you say, mimi nataka tu kuoleka Tamima, mimi nataka nikaa nifungiwe, watu waje nipake hina, tule pilau, Kujitakia tu. Na kimasomo umefika wapi? Kimasomo umefika wapi wewe? Form 2, Form 1, Class 8. So ile ukiangalia kama hii dunia leo ambayo tunaishi, what is your dream? Tukitoa ile ndoto ya kuwa bibi ya mtu kando, una ndoto gani nyingine wewe? Unataka kujikimu aje kimaisha ama hiyo ni kazi ya Bwana?
Hapana.
So utajisupport aje? Unajua ukifika pale kwenye ndoa ushaoleka kidogo, haya Halima Junior ndo huyo, Abdi Junior ndo huyo. So unaonaje utajikimu aje kwa maisha? Ile auoni pengine manufaa yako ya kwenda kufanya training, hata kama ni skill ile utajipatia ndo ujiweze. Training. So unaweza penda kufanya training kwa course gani kwa mfano? Interior design. Hapo ndo unaona wewe unaweza pata future. So wewe ukipatiwa kitu pambe unapamba inapambika kabisa. Na mbona basi sasa hivi usitulie useme acha ni concentrate na hiyo interior design yangu, at least uanzishe maisha, ujiweze, uko na kapesa yako kidogo, alafu kisha ndo mtafute Abdi muone. Kisha uko 18, si ndio?
Nitaanza next year.
Utaanza next year. Na hii harusi. Unataka kuoleka. You said you have an older sister. Is she married?
No.
So why is it that your older sister, she's older than you, lakini yeye hana haraka, lakini wewe una speed, wewe yani unatimua, hiyo ndio unaitaka sana, mbona?
I think mostly, as I say, you see girls growing up in an environment of a mother, you have to become a wife of someone. And if Halima, you see her scenario, like she wants to become an interior design, but she never identify her talent and also her passion. So mostly is lack of empowerment. If she could have been an environment of empowering, I think she could have been sticking on becoming an interior design.
As opposed to a wife, because you can be both. Unaamini unaweza kuwa bibi na unaweza kuwa pia interior designer, si ndio? Unaweza fanya yote mbili. So kama sasa hivi nikikuuliza venye tumeongea, I think even when the cameras were not rolling, we were having a conversation with you as well. So bado una ile hamu ya kuolewa, because 2019 haijaisha. Ukituita nikaa tutaja. Unaweza sema ile acha ningoje hata nigonge 20, 21 ama wetu Abdi akiwa tayari, sasa umri imekubali nikamtafunga.
Si sahi, si mwaka.
Si mwaka. So next year 2020. 2020 basi mashallah.
Yeah.
Mwaka kubwa kwa Halima.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. But you know, I think for me it's just that at the end of the day, to each his own, but the reality is that there are a lot of reasons why right now you're finding a lot of, you know, community workers, a lot of people who are advocating for girls to actually wait. And in the context of getting married early, because fortunately for her, like we said, she just turned 18 this year, but the reality is kuna wale ambao wadogo, na najua umewaona, wanaoleka from which age?
Mostly sana, there are two types. I also go back to where I say the girls who get married mostly are primary girls, in between class 6, class 7, class 4. Because class primary kids are always being forced where the parents are making decision for them. So mostly wasichana wadogo kuanzia 11 kwenda mpaka 15. And then kuna wengine pia unaona kama hawajafikisha hiyo mwaka. Like there's a young girl who was being raped in Wajir County and she's 11-year-old, and then when you find out did she attend a school ama shawa ikanyaga shule, wanakuambia wewe akili yako ni mzuri. So it's a culture, it's a component of the culture. The culture itself was saying girls belong to their husband. We have a proverb saying in Somali community, msichana anafaa kukaa kwake ama kaburini. Mostly that is what the Somali community say. And then when you ask them, and why do you
that
say
really, it lives up to that whole thing of a woman's worth is only found in
marriage, yeah, especially a girl. Msichana afai kukaa kwa nyumba.
So if you're not married, you're dead.
You are dead. It is either two things, kaa kwako ama kaa kwa kaburi.
You believe that, my dear?
Yeah, that is what you have been grown up. Kama wewe ni msichana, either oleka ama kaa kwa kaburi. So you see, you have to save yourself, because this kaburi, you might be killed. Sometimes you see, what do you mean by geber guri hajokto ama god hakujirto? It is a Somali word. So every girl will fear to go to grave. They will end up looking for a husband, so that they will say, yes, I bring Mr. Abdi, he is here, I want to get married. Some of them you will see them like anakwambia like mimi masomo hata hainisaidi. Jumanake mama yako anakuinspire, anakwambia msichana fulani kazini yako alioleka. And then mostly if you see the age gap, kuna age gap marriage. Msichana ni 11 year na yule anamuoa ni 70-year-old. Most of the time if you find out early marriages, the age gap, and then unakwambia like the 70-year-old guy marrying a 12-year, is it making, what is it a love relation? I mean, I don't even understand why girls are ending up 70. So mostly wanakwambia mimi, I want to live in a good life.
Well, the conversation definitely continues here, and on that note, we'll be taking a very quick break. Remember that you can let me know what your views, comments, and feedback are on this topic via the hashtag Real Talk with Tamima on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. You can also get on our SMS line. Let me know what your thoughts are. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to Real Talk. Now, remember that you can join the conversation via the hashtag Real Talk with Tamima. Now, the roundtable is a place where we have candid discussions about issues that are affecting our society. And obviously, when it comes to child marriage, as you've seen, the reality is that it is illegal in Kenya. But with complexities where you're seeing sometimes the child actually wants to get married because what they're trying to do is run away from a social issue, and poverty usually is the biggest driver that leads young girls to actually choose to get married. Now, I visited a center that actually deals with rescuing and rehabilitating young girls who were, you know, in a child marriage situation, and just trying to understand what the experience was for them, and as well, how can you and I better understand this issue and lend our voice to this cause. Take a look. Hi, I'm here at Lenkai Christian Center in Kimana area in Kajiado County, a place that serves as a beacon of hope for a better future for a lot of young girls who are rescued from early childhood marriage. Now, I'm going to be meeting up with Samuel Mkitoria, who will be telling us more about the wonderful work that they do here. Okay, Samuel, please tell me about the wonderful work that you do here.
Welcome to Hope Beyond Foundation. We have a number of programs. Lenkai School is one of them. Beside the school, we have a rescue center. It's called Hope Beyond Transitional Center. It's a bit different in terms of our model because ours is not an orphanage. It's a rescue center where we rescue girls and even boys to some extent from harmful cultural practices like FGM, early marriages, those kind of things.
That's within the larger Kajiado County.
Correct. And then we work through a process back so that we can reconcile them back to the family and reintegrate them back. So we have that rescue center, which we'll be able to see a little bit later on.
And right now, how many girls do you have at this school who have been rescued from early childhood marriage?
We have 55 rescued from different kind of realities, other from FGM and early childhood.
So it's usually a
because
mixture of both.
it's a mixture of all this because FGM precedes marriage.
It precedes marriage. So
Yes.
once you go through the cut, then
Yeah.
parents believe the children are ready for marriage.
Correct. So most of the time, these two things go hand in hand. So beside that, we have a gender justice project. We do advocacy for FGM in the larger Kajiado County, trying to highlight the members of the community about FGM and that kind of.
And when it comes to the girls, what are some of the cases that you've handled? I mean, how young are some of the girls that you've rescued?
12 years or even less, because this is a very harmful cultural practice. You know, after a girl is subjected to FGM, what follows next is marriage. And member of this community, most of the members of this community believe once a girl is undergoes FGM, they become ready to go for marriage. And that's when they start the process of marrying them off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kwa majina ni Evelyn Pelela. Kwa majina naitwa Sylvia Penoi.
Naitwa Mary Somwini.
My name is Lucy Nabulu.
Niko na miaka 14. Nilipeana nikiwa na 11. Kuna miaka 14. Wazazi wangu wamenipeana nikiwa na miaka 12.
Na umri wa miaka 15. Wazazi wangu walipeana nikiwa na umri wa miaka 12.
Wazazi walinipeana nikiwa na miaka 12.
Naomba kuambia wazazi wetu waache ukeketaji wasichana na kupeana wasichana wakiwa wadogo. Na mimi ningependa kuambia wazazi wa Kimasai waache hiyo ya kukeketa wasichana ama kuwapatiana wakiwa wadogo.
Nataka kuambia wazazi wa Kimasai sasa tukawaonya waache hiyo tabia ya kupeana wasichana wakiwa wadogo. Hiyo kwa sababu haifai. Tunahitaji hata sisi kusoma na tujifaidi baadaye katika maisha yetu.
So I'm still in the compound of the school where they have some manyatas behind the school, and I've met some of the girls who are actually beneficiaries of this project, and we're going to be hearing from them firsthand what their experiences have been when it comes to early childhood marriage, and for some of these girls, some even as young as 12, 13 years old. So right now I also have with me Purity, who is a social worker here, and Purity, you know the stories of all the girls very intimately.
Yes.
I'll give the girls an opportunity to introduce themselves and perhaps what their dreams are for their futures.
My name is Esther Nanel, and when I grow up, I want to be a teacher.
Mwalimu Esther.
My name is Jacqueline Soila, and I want to be a doctor.
Dr. Soila there with us. Majina pale unaitwa nani?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Na Jennifer, what are your dreams? What do you want to be when you grow up?
Daktari.
Nataka kuwa daktari. So potential future doctor Jennifer pale. Okay. So earlier on as guys tulikuwa tunaongea about the issue ya early childhood marriage. Na nyinyi kama sasa wasichana mmepitia hiyo. So nataka pengine just share with us, na tutaanza na mwalimu Esther hapa. Pengine Esther, tell us what your story is. Ile sasa wazazi walikupeana ukiwa na umri gani?
Walitaka tu kunipeana hivyo nikiwa mdogo.
Na ulikuwa na how many years?
14.
14. Sasa hizo ulikuwa umefika shule class gani?
6.
Class 6. Na sasa zile wazazi walikuambia wanataka sasa uende uolewe. Uliwaambiaje wewe?
Tulienda nao mpaka town ya huko kwetu. Nikawadanganya hata nikaleta mafuta. Nikaenda kwa dio.
So ukakimbia Kuzwe mwenyewe uko unataka sasa kuolewa.
Yeah.
Na ulikuwa umeambia wazazi mimi sitaki kuolewa.
Sijawaambia.
Uliogopa?
Yeah.
Uliona kama sasa ukiwaambia watafanya aje?
Nilikataa tukaambia kwa hata mimi sikuwa najua.
Huko unajua anataka kukuona. Ule mtu ambaye alikuwa anataka akuoe, ulimuona? Haukuwahi muona. So ndio sasa ukakimbia pale kwa dio, alafu nini kafanyika?
Nikaenda nikalala huko kwa dio. Usiku akaenda kushikwa, mimi nikakuja huku Saturday.
So ukaletwa sasa hapa kwa shule.
Yeah.
Na umekuwa hapa kwa muda gani?
For 6 months.
For 6 months. Na sasa uko class 7.
Yeah.
So na kwa masomo umetuambia ukimaliza shule unataka kuwa mwalimu.
Yeah.
Very good. So acha sasa tusikie from Daktari Soila pale. So Soila, pia wazazi walikuwa wanataka kukupatiana. So how old were you when your parents wanted you to get married?
11.
You were 11 years old. Were you in school then?
No.
Haukuwa unaenda shule hiyo wakati. Na sasa zile mzazi alikwambia nataka sasa uende uolewe. Wewe ulisikia aje?
Nilifeel tu mimi sikuwa nataka, so nikaamua tu kutoroka.
Ukatoroka kutoka nyumbani. Na nyumbani ilikuwa wapi?
Kwetu ni Rombo. Sasa mimi nikatoroka nikaenda kwa shosho.
Shosho kwake ni wapi?
Ni mbali kidogo na kwetu.
Na ukitoroka ulitembea, ulienda peke yako? Siku ngapi?
Siku moja tu hiyo.
Ile sasa ukaenda kwa shosho ukamwambia shosho utaki kuolewa. Shosho akasema aje?
Yetu alinyamaza kwa sababu pia yeye sasa angeweza kunisaidia.
So mwisho ilikujaje ukasaidika?
Mwisho yeye, alafu nikarudi nyumbani, wakakuja huko kwa shosho akakuja kunichukua sasa, kunirudisha nyumbani ili sasa waende kunipeana. So niliposa rudi wakanichukua wakanipeleka kwa hiyo boma.
So ukaona ule mtu sasa alifaa kukuoa?
Mimi sikumuona. Huyo mtu sijui akwa sasa yeye. Sijui alikuwa kazi. Sasa mimi penye nilienda sasa hiyo boma, nilipoenda nikajifanya tu hivi like niko polite, nitakaa sasa. Nikaongoja tu watu silence yenye watu wanaenda kazi. Sasa mimi nikaamua sasa nikatoroka nikaenda kwa chief. Sasa chief akaniletea kwa police station. Ndio sasa hapo nikakuja kumeet Madam Dorcas. Sasa ndo akanilete huku nikakuja kuanza shule hapa.
Na huku sasa hapa kwa shule ya Lenkai umekuwa hapa kwa muda gani?
4 years.
For 4 years. Na sasa uko class 7. Na wewe umetuambia unataka kuwa future Dr. Soila.
Yes.
And amen to that. So her story is a bit different because she was actually married off. So probably just tell us a bit about her background.
Okay, Jennifer Kuya was married off when she was 11 years old, and she stayed at her husband's place for close to 5 years. And it was an abusive marriage because she used to be beaten like every day. She was assaulted, and it was like a tough marriage for her all the way for the 5 years. And when she felt like things were tough for her, one day she decided that enough was enough. So word went round that she was somewhere, and through the communication from the community members and those people around her, Madam got to know about it. And so before she came, she decided to escape by herself, and she walked close to almost 2 days walking by foot before she arrived in a safe place where she could be rescued. So from there, that's when we got to receive her. Yeah.
And how long has she been here for now?
She came, she's here for like almost 8 months now.
8 months.
Yeah.
And she's starting off from
Now
class.
she's a non-starter. She has never been to school. So we've placed her at grade 2. That's where she's picking up with the basics. Then as time goes by, we shall rate her. If she's good enough, she'll be taken to the next level.
And maybe let me ask Jennifer, future Daktari Jennifer, beautiful smile. Jennifer, sasa we pengine unapenda shule, si ndio? Na umetuambia unataka kuwa daktari. So pengine ukiulizwa hii maneno ya wasichana kupeana wakiwa wadogo, unaisupport? Waache, si vizuri. And what about you, Soila?
Kupeana like wanapeana wasichana wakiwa wadogo, so unakuta watoto wanaenda kuteseka huko, na unakuta tena
wale wazee wenye wanapatiwa ni wakubwa sana, so it's not good.
So these girls definitely represent a very important part of the Kenyan society, and a lot of times we can think because you live in a city that this is not happening in your country, but it's a fact. These girls actually represent the reality of what happens in a lot of parts of this country. So obviously within certain cultures this practice has been there since time immemorial, but slowly, because of people like Purity, because of people like organizations like this one, they're actually waging the war against ending FGM, ending early childhood marriages. And of course yourself, you can also join the war against this, where you can support organizations that are actually doing this work in the communities, where you can have conversations with your neighbors, because we know that this show is watched across the country. So kama uko na jirani pale akona mtoto na unamwona anataka kuoza mtoto mdogo, talk to them, let them understand, let the child stay in school, because at the end of the day ni watoto. And looking at these girls today, they are very strong, si ndio? Wasichana wa Masai warembo kabisa, beautiful girls, and it's sad that their childhood was almost taken away from them at a very early age. But thanks to this organization, you can see that slowly by slowly they're regaining their confidence, and now at least they actually can have a dream for their future. Welcome back to the round table. I hope that was very enlightening. And obviously, Fatma, this is what you do on a daily basis. And joining us right now is Brenta, who is a children officer. Now, in the context of child marriage in Kenya, the reality is that I think this is a war that this country has been fighting for the last couple of decades. And definitely it's a war that in a lot of ways we're winning, because the fact that we are able to sit even on this table and talk to a young one like Halima about what her views are. But Brenta, probably in the context of looking at our entire country, we do know that obviously the Somali community is an area where this is very rampant. We have some of the Turkanas, the Pokots, the Maasai, the Samburu as well. So in the context of looking at it holistically, so would you say that this is something that because of education, because of media, because of people talking about it, is slowly dying out?
Okay, thank you for this time. And to speak on the issue of child marriage, I can say this is a debate which has been ongoing, and we can say there is a lot of strides that have been made to create awareness on the risks of child marriage. And I believe as we pursue the good cause, it's an issue that we will see the issue go down, because we know there are those societies which are practicing child marriage because maybe of their culture, of their norms, of their beliefs. And you know, the way you socialize a human being is the way they will become. So if we now talk to the society, to the community, and tell them they should give the children an opportunity to be children, they have a future, to not tell them this is where you belong, but giving the children the opportunities. Let the child go to school, let the child be the child, and do not tell them this is what you are supposed to do because the culture dictates that needs to be done, which is wrong.
But a lot of the times, you know, that is easier said than done, because in Kenya, a lot of the drivers of child marriage, poverty, level of education, because even the girls are not taught to aspire to have an education, teen pregnancy. I'm sure a lot of child marriages actually start from that one. That's a huge one, because the girl is pregnant, it's easier to just marry her off to her abuser.
Yes.
Yeah. Then as well, we have things like the children themselves wanting the freedom that they believe comes with marriage and kuwa na nyumba yako kwako. Yeah. So maybe when it comes to the law, how punitive is the law when it comes to adults or parents who are marrying off their kids?
Okay. Because in Kenya we have made a lot of strides in the laws that protect children, but the challenge is because of the society where these children are coming from. Because once you are putting this in mind of this child that this is what you are supposed to do, then the child will grow knowing that this is what they are supposed to do. And what we should first do is like empower the children who are out there, tell them that this is your position, these are your rights, you need to go to school, these are your rights, this is your issues of health, this is how you should manage them. So I can see one of the things we need to do as we implement those laws is to try to talk to the children from the onset to know what is right and what is wrong, and what the laws in Kenya are saying about child protection, so that if the children themselves are empowered, then they will be able to make the informed choices, which are wise decisions and which are the wise choices. So if a case is brought of a person who was married over a young child, then there is a law, there is a Marriage Act, which one they will have gone against it. There is the Children's Act, because this is a child and you cannot marry a person who is below the age of 18. So you will have to be taken to court and sentenced according to that particular law. So what we are saying is that maybe the laws are there, but what we need to do more is to implement them more, see many people prosecuted out there who have married off these children. And this, I believe, will deter those who have the intentions to marry off these children.
And in the context of perhaps the law, because Fatma, the law ilikufikia, sheria ilikufikia wewe, and probably ukiangalia ile siku ambayo harusi yako ilikatizwa, najua ulikuwa umekasirika lakini saa hii unaweza sema actually unashukuru that harusi haikufanyika. So you're thankful that you actually did not get married last year, but you still have an intention of getting married.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, most of the time what you find out, as Brenda said, we have a law and we have the culture. So the law is for a written thing that was being set there. And when it comes to the real implementation, the parents who are at the grassroots need to understand the right of the kids. We cannot tell the kids you have the right to go to school while the mother are the first teacher. Mama anasema mtoto mimi ndio nimekuza. Most of the time when I'm rescuing these girls, you find out a mother is coming up and telling you, kwani mtoto wewe ndio umelea na mimi. Unaona? Anakuambia mtoto yangu mimi ndio nimestruggle kulea yeye na mimi ndio nimemchagulia aoleke. So you see, we cannot teach kids to know their right, but we can teach their mother to teach their kids to know their right of taking to school. I think the law and all those things that we have been written on the guidelines and other things, I think the most important thing is to educate the mothers. Most of the time, the Maasai, the Somalis, the Samburus, what you find is where the mothers are not being given empowerment. Mama anakuambia, like a Maasai girls, she was being forced to go FGM. After FGM, you graduate to marriage. And then mama unakuja kumuuliza, kwa nini unadhulumu mtoto yako? Anakuambia, nadhulumu aje? Si ni mtoto ni wangu. This is my kids.
And then as well, I went through it.
I went through it. So it's not something that I said it today. So you see, and then the father is coming here on table and telling, angalia msichana yako sasa, si shida yote wewe ndio umeniletea. So he'll start attacking his wife than going directly to his kids. Anamwambia mama, sasa mtoto yako si unaona ananiaibisha kwa community. So mama ana make sure that she will convince the daughter to get married. I think we need to do a lot of advocacy and empowerment sensitization. What I am doing right now is we cannot reach everybody. Kenya is 47 county, and 47 county, 25 counties are practicing this thing. So the only way is to go media. I think media have played a critical to empower people mostly.
And that's why we're actually even having this conversation. And I want to invite Margaret Ulimo. She's a psychologist, because the reality is that even for adults, most adults having a fully functional relationship is hard. So can you imagine putting a child in a situation where they have to deal with everything that comes with marriage, you know, bringing up children? A 13-year-old, a 14-year-old, that's a child by all rights. So when you're having a 13-year-old being a mother to another child, and I think in a lot of ways that's how that vicious cycle of poverty just keeps continuing, and you'll find that it almost becomes a bad cycle that that family or that specific community cannot get themselves out of. So on that note, it's time for a very quick break. Remember, you can always join the conversation via the hashtag Real Talk with Tamima. Let me know what your views, comments and feedback are on today's topic. We'll be right back. Don't go too far. So joining us on the round table right now is Margaret. And Margaret, for you, I think what I want you to perhaps just outline for us is the psychology behind it, because we're talking about children getting married. Marriage is hard work, even for adults. So saa zile saa unamweka mtoto kwa hiyo environment ya marriage. So what are some of the negative outcomes from that?
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, as we look at the child, we have to understand psychologically the child is still under development. There are stages of child development, and every time the child is growing, the child is graduating from one stage to another. So if we are talking of a child being married off, let's say as early as 11 years, it means the child has not even developed psychologically, let's say the mental part of it and what have you. So it will have a lot of effect as the child grows. One thing, the child has not even got the skills to continue with the marriage life. And as we are looking at marriage, what is marriage? Is it between a child and a child? It is supposed to be between a grown-up man, a man who is responsible to take care of the wife, and also the wife who is responsible to carry out the duties of giving birth, taking care of the children, and any other chores in the house. So you'll find if a child is married at that early stage, I don't know, we may not even call that marriage. It's breaking the law. But as we have heard, we have communities and we have got cultures. Now, it is high time we came round the table the way we are now and discussed, are we still in those ages where the culture was now dictating for us whatever we have to do?
And I think one of the other things also that you've brought out for me is the biology behind it, because yes, at 11 you might find girls who they've gotten their menses, but at the same time they may not be necessarily ripe for childbearing, because you do know that when girls have children too early, it could actually end up having devastating physical and biological effects on their young bodies.
It is right. First of all, even the uterus, has it developed enough to hold the baby? And even when it comes, let's say, to giving birth, does this child have that energy to push? And that is why you find they have a lot of problems. Sometimes even the baby can die, or even both of them can die, because psychologically the body is not ready, the mental is not ready, and there are also a lot of emotions that come along when one is expectant. So you'll find it will be a real big problem when we are having children being married off, the girls being married off at an early age. They are not ready to carry out the marriage. They are not ready to take care of the children. The body is not even ready to carry out all that.
Okay, and probably as you wind up, Fatma, how can someone reach out to you and your organization if this is something that they're dealing with?
Mostly people reach out to me through my social media, because my social media is so active. And also majority of my community, I have people at the ground in Isli, Wajir, all the counties. I have people who are working for me. And most of the time I do a lot of sensitization in social media where I can reach. Right now is a long holiday where I have a program for girls and mothers, and then I talk to them through the media, like local radios. I go there and I have, if it's a Borana, I talk the Borana issues. If it's a Somali and Kiswahili, all of them, I have a program for the girls and mother. As the psychiatrist, the counselor said, most of the time you find out the uterus and all those things, because I'm also a public health officer in expert. What we have seen, the issue of reproductive health right. When it comes to the reproductive health right, most of the girls, when you're going under development, like niseme, like you are 18, you are not yet 18, you are 15. So all those things, the adolescent girls, they are jumping to have married or boyfriends. They get mimba at early. So mostly what we have seen, we need to discuss a lot of reproductive health right issue, so that the young girls who are in the school, who are in the village, can understand, even if I get my menses today, yes, women develop earlier than men. We get even period as 9 as 8 because in the nature we live in.
But it
So
doesn't mean you're ready for marriage, childbearing.
psychologically you have to prepare. And the issue of age, and also that we have been seeing, I think a woman is ready when she reaches 25. You are psychologically and everything ready. When you reach 25, you are ready to become a mother. But if you see, like, you are in 15, 16, and then uko kwa adolescence stage.
Bado unajijua.
Bado, like, you are not sure of yourself.
learning who you are.
Am I a woman? Am I a man? I want to test what is this relationship. So in between testing, looking, what is new, like, you want to know, am I a woman really? So you end up having a relationship where you will get mimba. That is how mostly girls ending up getting mimba. Right now we have a lot of girls who get wamekuwa mama wakiwa wadogo sana in the slums, not only the one community, entire country. So we need also to talk about the issue of reproductive health, right? Yeah.
Okay, and probably Brenta, in the context of now, because you work within the government.
Yes.
So when it comes to child marriage, is there like a hotline? Like, what's the protocol with that?
Okay. Because what we need to know that is that we have a children's department in the Ministry of Labour and Social Protection, and we have offices in most of the sub-counties which are headed by children officers. So if there is any case that needs to be reported, then this is the right office that needs to know about that case.
And like we had from Halima, that office is actually working. They break marriages.
It's working. The office is working. So once the information gets to that children officer, the children officer will actually follow up on that matter. And also we have a child helpline number 116, which you need to call and report any case of child abuse, child neglect, child marriage. So we have a hotline like 116, which toll free, and you can call from anywhere and report the case, and the matter will be taken into very seriously. So we are saying this is an issue that it's multi-sectoral, it's affecting many stakeholders, and the primary people here are the families and the communities. And if the communities and the families would really back the issue of child marriage, then if they would advocate for it to be finished, then it can really work, because we'll see there are so many players in trying to fight the child marriage. So the beginning should be the family and the community, and the other sectors in the line ministries, because you'll need the police. The police also need to be sensitive about these issues. How do we handle about it? How do we conduct the rescue? As we are conducting the rescue, we are also saying, being mindful of the child. Be sensitive about the child, because the child is still the child. Maybe they even don't know about there's a law, because they have never even heard about it. So we are saying, be sensitive about the child. Also talk to the child, tell them this is what is right, this is what is wrong. And if they are aware of what is available for them, I know they will be able to make informed decisions.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for staying with us. Well, that's all I have for you on today's topic. Remember, this has been Real Talk Roundtable. Let me know what your views, comments are on today's topic. Until next time, that's it from me, Tamima. Thank you so much for staying with me. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.
Special thanks to E+ for medic and ambulance services.